On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans. We are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First play, Mills looking to pass. That's caught by Ware. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mills finds his man. It's John Mechie. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Texans at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A first down throw for Mills. Right side completes to Mechie. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mills repeated the last play, going to Mechie here. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Mills now. He's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Mills on first down. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Mills again. He gets this one to Mechie. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves them closer, and now 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Mills. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Pierce. We'll get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. Throwing, Mills. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Now Mills on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
Fights through it. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down. Off play action, Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
In motion left goes Smith. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm, but he delivers it with confidence.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. Sly able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to do it.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. CD, that's the second time this half they put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Mills. He's got it. This is Ware. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mills on 3rd and 2. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Mills to throw for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception. Oh, he sheds himself free. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Isaiah Likely, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10.
The Bears take over the first down at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Kyler Gordon picks it off. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Fields this way up at the 17. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. They find some open field here. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. First down, they go right back to Pierce. A solid stiff arm. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to throw is Mills. The quick slant caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Working out of the gun, Mills. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. To throw, Mills. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Takes it at the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before the break. Fields. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
And they are going for it. Fields.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go right back to Pierce. 75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
And they'll try to throw here. Mills.
Touchdown!
Isaiah Likely
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
One play action, Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Misses yet again. And the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
On 4th down, Fields.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Right side, there's Likely with it.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Fourth down, Mills.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Devin Duvernay
with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Mills.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far. That's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now it's Fields.
Wide open receiver, complete.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
So defensively, just got the hand up too high, and that adds even more yardage to what was already an impressive run.
And as a defender, you're doing what you normally do on any play, just grabbing at anything, trying to get him down. But when you're downfield, you're a little more exposed. They'll get you every time when they see it.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Here's Fields.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Back to throw, Fields. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now receiver in motion left. They'll try to run this one in. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Smith, the man in motion left. Second down and goal. Fields. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense stands tall.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mills now.
And he fires one incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now Mills on 4th down.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
you're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Texans.
Devin Duvernay.
55 yards.
And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Off play action, Fields.
Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Fields on first down. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Slide for the PAT.
And that will cut this lead down to 25. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They go play action. Mills.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit, but as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Mills from the gun on third down.
He's going to air one out. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards there, down to the 18, and a first down.
A first down throw for Mills.
That's caught by Ware. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, 5, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
After the pick 6 a moment ago, here's Mills again. Right side, complete to Mechie.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster.
Now Mills.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
3rd and goal, Mills.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Mills to throw for it on 4th.
And It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Bears will get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one.
Even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
47.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he's got some space here.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. He hits more on the screen. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
to throw on fourth. Again, he finds more. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. He's got his man, Gates. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On play action, it's Murray. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this one is incomplete. The Raiders at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now the try here for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Raiders nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second quarter from Vegas, the home-standing Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Murray. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
15-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Prescott off play action. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. He couldn't get away. He wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
46.
Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Murray now. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Play fake. Murray.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it.
And the Cards will take over possession here up at the 44. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers
into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Play action. Now it's Murray. Going to let this thing go deep for Gates. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 2. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Normally we think about big swings and scores before a half. We think offense, but this time, their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
Taken in at the 11. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Going for the deep ball. This is intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here.
The field goal is good.
So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top.
As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. The 36-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here we go on 4th down. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On their own side of the field, close to the 50, but their own side of the field. They only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap block, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man on man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there we saw it at the point of attack. Find enough yardage to pick up a 1st down. Give him credit for that one.
Play action now. Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. First down, Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. First down, Prescott. He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. He's going deep for Brown.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye. And
touchdown, Raiders!
Or you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, After we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw is Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Murray. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Raiders are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throwing out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Right back to him on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
The tackle made by Lock this in. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 48 yards.
And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
And this is caught by Gates for a Las Vegas touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. play fake. Here's Prescott. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll throw again. Prescott. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
It certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Murray going to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Murray off play action. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on first down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're ready to move.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. This is going to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance.
And now here's another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense. Has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Las Vegas, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll drop to